In body work, it's very important to learn to keep our awareness actually within our body, and then to distinguish three domains that exist inside our body. When we keep our awareness inside our body, first we become aware of sensations. That's pretty straightforward. Sensations of warmth, cold, constriction, pain, tingling, pleasure, whatsoever at the sensations level. So here the most important thing is to not to do this from the mind, but to do it from the awareness itself. You're shifting your awareness and placing it on a particular part of your body, and then you're waiting. So for example, you place it on your tummy region, on the surface. And then you just wait, But if you start thinking, you've lost contact with that part of the body. But if you can learn to keep the awareness on the stomach itself, on the skin, just a little bit inside the skin, front and back, slowly sensations will start opening up. This is the first domain inside the body, so to speak. Then learn to drop your awareness further inside, and this is not going to come by pushing. Not so much, you will get only a certain depth if you push. But it will come more by learning to just relax the body, and suddenly the awareness will seep in. This awareness itself we can work, because the way we live our lives, normally for some of us, we get a little pushy, we get a little harsh, we get a little aggressive. This shows up in our awareness also. Separately, we can work on our awareness and soften it, so that the awareness itself becomes more like a love, more like a very soft, permeative capacity it builds. So with that, you drop deeper, and then you enter into the energetic domain. What is the energy that is stored inside the body, beneath the sensations? Then you'll recognize here that, it's appearing a little bit dark or blackish or ash. So that signals what all has gone into the body's cells and substance and got entangled there. Includes other people's energies, emotions, what places we have gone through and all of that stuff. So you go through that, drop into the domain of energy, and you will feel, there's some sadness here, there's some, the color here is different, or it feels alien to me, somebody's energy is here, etc. And then you drop further into the domain of substance itself. So the whole sensations and all of that energy and emotions, etc., is stored, and it's happening in the very substance of the body. The substance is the mass. What is the cells made of? It is made of substance. Okay, the stone has a substance, a body has a certain substance. Water is a liquid, but it still has a substance. So we go into the substance of the body, where all these sensations and energies and emotions are entangled and present, but the substance itself is fine. At its depth, it's pure. So you enter into the substance domain and you check how the substance is. Okay, so you'll get the quality of the substance, it could feel in certain parts constricted, restrained, or in some parts it could feel relaxed and open. Now you're getting the substance orientation. Is it connected to the world? Is it connected to the above? Is it connected to the divine? Ideally, we should be getting a certain nourishing in-swelling in the substance, which means the substance itself, like a soft sponge, which is filled with, let's say, a light, or which is filled, let's say, with a joy. Or if you see a flower's petal, sometimes you get a flower's petal which is in swelling. There's something that is filling the substance. If you take a flower, for example, there's a sensation There's the energy of the flower, there's a fragrance of the flower, or the inner energy of the flower, and then you get the substance of the petal. Sometimes you get the substance of the petal which is withering out, so the substance becomes lesser and lesser, becomes dry, and it falls off. But sometimes at the right time you will get the substance of the flower in swelling, pulpy both physically and inwardly. When you connect to it, it feels a bit pulpy. That's exactly how our substance inside should also be. There's an in swelling. When you connect with the substance level, you're entering also into the subtle body. I'll explain that soon. There should be some nourishing quality, like a light, like a joy, like a silence, like a flow. And the substance should feel like a small portion of a sponge cake, nicely filling up with that indwelling qualities, which is where also the divine can also descend. That brings us more to the subtle matter. We have a physical body, we also have a subtle body. The subtle body is a gift of the divine, as the divine tries to and its qualities try to enter us. Sometimes it finds our physical body too rigid, too stubborn, too caught up in the past, that there is the formation or presence of a subtle body both inside a physical body and around a physical body. This is a bridge the divine has built for us. So in the subtle body is softer, more malleable, more healing. The divine presence is there more. To us it feels like a soft cotton with subtle colors, beautiful, very, very supple, moldable, malleable, healable. So at some point when you're doing the work on the substance, you will unknowingly enter into the subtle body, and which is, as I said, it kind of can absorb the divine far more, and it passes it on to the physical body. So that'll come by itself. You just have to know that there's a subtle body, and when you access the body in its depth, in its substance with your inner senses, you're still using your inner senses, not from the mind. You're using your inner senses to sense the subtle body. You can keep it open to the above, and suddenly you will be in the domain of both the body and the subtle body together. The property that we're looking for is inswelling. Some nourishing quality is inswelling into the body substance. So this is what we need to get, and there are a lot of practices for this which we will explore.